Hey, welcome to Girl Talk. We are at the Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon today, and I'm so excited to chat with them later on in the show because we're actually talking about makeovers.
Who doesn't love a makeover?
It's just so much fun, and I'm really interested in learning about, the effect that that can have on people when you feel as great on the inside and that matches on the outside. I'm sure it has a great effect. So we're going to chat with the owner, Debbie, here a little bit later on in the show about that. But I'm really excited to introduce our next guest. This is Dolly and Michelle, and you guys are with Wisconsin Aviation. Listen up, they're pilots. I can't get over how cool this is. It's so cool, and I'm just so honored to have you guys here, and I think what you're doing is awesome. And I really want to know what got you interested in learning how to fly.
Yeah, well, I actually have kind of a unique way of getting into aviation. So my grandfather is actually a pilot. And he would take me flying when I was really little, so probably
cool.
Before I could walk, I was going along with him. And then towards the end of high school was when I started doing training, and now here we are.
That's awesome. What a cool experience to share with your grandparent.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Very cool.
I'm trying to decide, am I supposed to address you as Captain Captain Dolly?
I go by Captain Dolly, actually, yeah.
So awesome.
So both of you have your private pilot's license.
Correct.
And are you looking to make a career out of flying?
I am. I started in the airlines like 13 plus years ago, and now this is the one thing that I haven't done yet, so that's where I'm headed.
How about you?
Yeah, me as well. I'd like to continue my training and hopefully end up in the airlines someday.
And that would be a commercial license then, is that the right word? Or
It would actually end up being an air transport pilot certificate, so it's an ATP certificate, which is above and beyond a commercial. So there are definitely
steps.
a few more steps in between there, but yes, absolutely, you need your commercial license as well.
I'm interested to know why you guys wanted to become pilots. Obviously, it's, I think, more traditionally more men in the field. And so that's why I just think it's so awesome to have you guys here as role models and, showing young girls that you can be a pilot too. But what made you guys want to pursue that on a professional level? Big question.
For me, I never really thought of it as a career. I mean, I didn't grow up around airplanes like she did.
Right.
And in fact, I started thinking about it when I started working for an airline, and I was like, oh my gosh, these travel benefits are incredible. I can fly all over the world for like pennies. It's amazing. And so then I was throwing bags in the beginning, and then I worked as a ticket counter agent and a gate agent. Moving now, I'm actually currently a flight attendant, and I work closely with pilots, and they're like, Dolly, you have everything it takes to be a captain. Why don't you do it? And I was like, okay.
Why not?
Why not? So about 2 years ago, something like that, I did a discovery flight. One of my captains actually paid for it for me, and she was like, Dolly, we're going out and I'm getting you this discovery flight. And as soon as I was in the air, I knew I wanted to do it. So
It gives me like goosebumps.
I enjoy flying. I enjoy the takeoff. I think that's kind of fun. Of course, the view is amazing, but I can only imagine what it must be like to be in that pilot's seat. What is that like? What do you enjoy most about it?
I think for me, my favorite part is just how relaxing it is. You
Really?
can just go up and you're by yourself, you can see everything, and yeah, it's really relaxing.
it is. It's almost like tranquil up there. It's incredible.
That's so interesting. I would think the exact opposite. I would be so stressed out and nervous, but that's what you would want your pilot to be, is relaxed and in control. So that's good to know. For somebody who's watching this and thinking, this is maybe a path that I want to take, what is the path to becoming a pilot, quickly before we head to break here?
There are so many different paths you can take, but I started at Wisconsin Aviation in the beginning, and there are two different ways you can do it. You can do a 61 program, which means at your own pace, or a 141 program, which actually means that I think you have to have like 5 hours a day, 5 days a week in an airplane or something like that. And you get your private license, and then you go on to get your instrument license, which means you can fly in the clouds. After that, then you get your commercial, and then a few other ratings after that. And then to actually work for an airline, you have to have 1,500 hours. So you either can instruct to get those hours, or you can work for a smaller airline or like a cargo airline, something like that, to build hours to actually get into a major airline.
So cool. I can't
yeah.
get over it. I'm going to have to pick your brain once we go to break here. Again, Dolly and Michelle with Wisconsin Aviation. Be sure to head to Wisconsin Aviation's website if you'd like more information. And we're Girl Talk. We'll be right back.